Hi guys, it's Tomi from Good to Meet Ya. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something a little bit different and I'm going to share my thoughts and reviews on the new Kindle 12th generation Paperwhite. Now, I can't say that Kindle is the best e-reader out there because I frankly have not tried the other ones. However, I was someone who definitely thought that I would only read physical books forever because I love the smell of a book, I love holding a book, I love how it looks on my bookshelf. But 2 years ago, I decided to get a Kindle because I was reading ebooks from the library because sometimes they wouldn't have the physical copies. They would only have ebooks. So I was like, fine, let me just get an e-reader then. And I definitely now probably read 95% of my books on my Kindle. It's easier, it's convenient to tote around. Now, I do buy books still and put them on my little bookshelves, but I only do that for books that I've read from the library, given it 5 stars. And so now my books are just my little trophies on my bookshelf. And I like it better that way. My bank account loves it better that way. And my husband definitely loves it better that way because then I'm not filling this entire home with just books, even though that's the dream, isn't it? So you might be one of those people who's like, oh, I will never use a Kindle, but don't knock it until you try it. So if you've been wondering if you want to upgrade your old Kindle Paperwhite to the newest version, hopefully this video is helpful. If you have the 12th generation Kindle Paperwhite, go ahead and put in the comments below your experience so then other people who watch this video can see it too. So in my right hand here, I have the old Kindle 11th generation Paperwhite. This is a new Kindle. You can see I have it in the color raspberry. It's very, very pink, which I love because it's my favorite color. As you can see from the fronts, they're pretty identical. I'll share a little bit more of like side by sides, but if I lay it right on top, it's basically the same size. The newer one is like a smidgen bigger. I think it's 6.8 versus a 7-inch screen. But from the front, pretty much the exact same. So one of the biggest selling points for the new Kindle Paperwhite is that the old version only came in the color black and denim, I believe. The new Kindle comes in black, raspberry, as we see here, and then jade green, which kind of looks like a seafoam green. Obviously, the color does not really matter that much, especially because for most people who are serious readers, you have a case on this bad boy. So you're probably not going to see the back of it in terribly that much. Now for myself, one second. Now for myself, I get clear cases so that I can do little inserts in the back that I can see without putting it permanently on my Kindle. But that's why I like to have a nice clear case on it. So especially now with the pink, it can really show through. So if the color really doesn't matter to you, then let's talk performance. The new Kindle 12th generation seems to have a 25% faster page turn than the older version. If you're a Kindle user, you know there's like a slight bit of lag when you're turning pages. It's not that bad to me, but it is a little bit noticeable. But it wasn't really until I got the new one that I could see how much of a difference it was in the lag, because it feels like I'm going like super fast on here. You can also kind of see in comparison that there's a sharper image on the 12th generation Kindle. They use a bunch of tech words to describe it, but honestly, I would just say, yeah, it's a little bit more sharper and more defined. With a Paperwhite, that means everything's in black and white, so it's not really necessary for me to have an extremely sharp image. I think if I was to get one of the new Kindle color softs that have like a colorful layout, yeah, maybe that would be more important to me, but meh. However, it is nice to see that they are upgrading and not just putting out a new device for the sake of putting out a new device. One of the biggest pros for Kindle e-readers is their battery life. It's insane. I can charge mine and probably not have to recharge it for 6 weeks. My husband can sometimes go 2 months. And I'm consistently using my Kindle every single night. I'm using it during the day for content shooting or just to read myself. So it's pretty incredible for how long they last. It has been said that the new Kindle is even marginally longer. So if it can last up to 2 months in the old Kindle, it's now up to 3 months in the newer one. For me, once it gets past, like, I don't know, a month, I really don't even care, because if I'm taking a Kindle where I need to have charge for a very long time, it's most likely a trip. So if I'm going on a trip for like a week or 2 weeks and know that I don't have to pack my charger with me, that's a huge bonus. So the difference between 2 months and 3 months is not enough to sell me when it comes between the difference between these two products. But I am someone who likes to fly by the seat of their pants. So I'm never going to plug my Kindle in until it's like 10% or less. And it's like, girl, your battery is dying. So I like that I can stretch that out as long as possible. The biggest difference that will come from new users to Kindle would be the price difference. The old Kindle Paperwhite, which is 11th generation, is now $109. The new version of the Kindle Paperwhite, which is now the 12th generation, is $160. A $50 difference is nothing to scoff at, especially if you're on a budget looking for e-readers. However, I do think it is marginal enough that if you're going to splurge for a new Kindle, go ahead and just get the new one. Some of the pros of using an e-reader versus reading a book just on your iPad or off your phone are that e-readers are specifically designed to help cause less strain on your eyes. So of course, with the Paperwhite, they turned down the hues and the saturation to really give you the most optimal experience when it comes to protecting your eyes. If you're someone who suffers from like dry eyes or you strain your eyes very easily and get migraines, I would highly suggest doing a Kindle Paperwhite versus your typical tablet, like a Fire or iPad, or even a physical book, because with this, you can change the text size. So instead of trying to like squint and figure out what you're reading with your glasses on and holding it whatever way, you can just make the font size bigger and then make it a lot easier for your reading experience. All in all, I'm loving my new Kindle. I love the look of it. I love how it feels. However, if I did not get this for Christmas, I don't think I would have spent the money to go ahead and upgrade from the old one. If you want it to be a different color, get a different colored case. Everything else is pretty much equal when it comes to battery life and other types of performance. However, if I want to get a brand new Kindle for myself, if I didn't have an e-reader, go ahead and just get the new 12th generation versus saving yourself $50. I feel like the price difference is not enough of a save to justify going for the older model, when the newest one arguably has changes that are worth the price increase. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up below. I love talking about my Kindle, so I'll probably be back to share more about Kindle accessories and some tips and hacks that I think a lot of people don't know that they can do with their Kindle. Also, remember you can follow me on Goodreads, Storygraph, or Fable to keep up with what I'm reading during the year. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!